Rich Rising fam, how are we doing? Today is the first day of the week in the United States, Fred. Now this is important because we live in the United States and we want to know what the collective is doing. Think about if you go to work today and you know what the week is starting off as. Now, it may seem a little strange because today is Thursday, but the United States was born on Thursday, technically. We look at the date that the United States became the United States, and that's the day that we use as its birthday, and it's Thursday. And each week, we get a chance to see how the week is going to play out. Now, remember, your birthday is the day that you would look at in your chart. And if you don't know the day you were born on, just Google it. Go to Google and put in your birthday and say ask Google what day is this, and they'll give you the day that you were born on. And that's really important because we want to know the energy that we are surrounded with, right? This week is going to be this is definitely going to be a high achievement week. This is going to be a week where if you have projects, you want to start projects, you want to do things, you want to go hard. We're in the Queen of Spades and Saturn for 52 weeks, guys. Now, the Queen of Spades and Saturn, this is a whole different kind of energy field because this is about recognition. The Queen of Spades and Saturn for the United States is about the things that you've done. That's what Saturn is. Saturn has done the work, and you've done the work, and now with the Queen of Spades, it's crystallizing. So these 52 days in the United States, we're going to see how that looks in the collective. But if you want to see how it looks in your individual spread, you got to find out what your cards are, where the Queen of Spades is, what are these things telling you that you need to be looking at, right? But this week, the United States is sitting in a very auspicious placement. It's always auspicious for the United States, right? Because we live here. But the United States is displacing the Five of Diamonds. Now, this is telling us that their change is coming. But this is a different kind of change because the Five of Diamonds, the United States spread this year is in trans-Pluto. So the Five of Diamonds being in trans-Pluto, that's a higher vibration of Pluto. And it's telling us that things are going to change in a collective in a whole different kind of way. Because Pluto is making us look at those things. And we know that with COVID, how we're looking at these things. And how important it is to know this. Because people are walking away from jobs. People are not going to work. People are feeling that there's something that's coming. Not knowing what it is, but having the faith to say, things are changing. The workplace is changing. The way things are changing in the world. So that Five of Diamonds in trans-Pluto is telling us that. But anything that's in trans-Pluto is going to be moving to the Jack of Spades. And this is a Jack of Spades month. So it's important to know that because the things that are changing are really going to pick up speed now with the Jack of Spades. With the Jack of Spades month and the Queen of Spades being in Saturn for 52 days in the United States spread. What we want to look at this week is when we look on the Grand Soul Square, and we're looking on plate number 78, and we want to look at some placements that are really key, right? And one key placement would be the sun, where the Six of Spades is sitting at. Now, we know the Six is a timing. So the Six of Spades is telling us that there are things that are coming. Now, this is something that you could have done a year ago, 10 years ago. It could be something from your past that you may have forgotten about. It could be a business meeting, something that you haven't been really paying attention to. You could get that phone call this week. Because the Six of Spades is about discovery. It's about discovering your purpose. It's about things showing up in a way that is going to help you to understand your purpose. That's what sixes are. It's that balance. It's bringing you into balance. So that Six of Spades will bring you into balance and help you to discover. The discovery will be in that Six of Spades. When we look at spades, we know that they have all of the elements, right? We know that spade is the fire. So if you're doing something in a relationship with that Six of Hearts, if you're doing something with resources with the Six of Diamonds, and if you're doing something through your communication with that Six of Clubs, you need to figure that out because that Six of Spades is the fire that's going to ignite that. You find your purpose and you discover who you are inside of the Six of Spades, right? But you have to have a point of focus. Spades, you have to have that point of focus because fire is not always there. When we look at lightning in the sky, it hits. It doesn't stay. When we look at fire, if it keeps burning, it's going to burn itself out, right? Eventually, right? So we know that fire isn't something that is going to be around. So that six of spades and spade season isn't going to be around for long. You got to learn how to use that spade to ignite those other resources that are inside of that card. Does that make sense, guys? The six of spades and all spades have special, abilities to open up those other elements and then hit it with that spark. And that's what we're going to see this week. There are going to be things that are happening that make sense in the collective. We're going to be revisiting things, and we can look back in the grand solars and see with that six of spades what it may be. We can look and see when the six of spades was in Saturn and see what week that was. There are so many ways for us to uncover the way we want to discover what's happening in our cards. Another powerful placement is Jupiter. And in Jupiter, the King of Hearts is sitting there. Now, this is a real important week for the president because this is his birth week. We're on place 78 and he's 78 years old. So this week he's got like compounded energy. It's like his birth spread is sitting there, and now we're putting his weekly spread, the weekly spread of the United States, on top of that. Think about that. That's like you have the key to the vault. You have the key right now. It's like this is what is happening in the United States, but it's happening to me. So I get a chance to know how to use this in a different way, right? So with that King of Hearts this week, we're going to see a lot of him. Definitely we're seeing a lot happening with this war. And that makes perfect sense because the Mercury card is the Three of Clubs, the card of war. So he feels that in his spread. So this week, he's going to seriously feel that this is something that has to happen. And around us, we're definitely going to see the different perspectives for sure, with people in that King of Hearts and how it's coming across. But if we look at the grand solar squares, it's sitting in Jupiter. What is Jupiter? What is Jupiter about? This is a lot about his philosophies. This is about people say that Jupiter is education, but it's higher education. Jupiter is something that you do on a different level, right? And then it builds it out. So with this and his philosophies and stuff that is happening, a lot of the conversation is about protecting the allies. That would definitely make sense with him sitting in Jupiter, right? And pretty much anything, because Jupiter is going to give him that extra oomph in the way that he is speaking and doing the things that he's doing. And then looking at, we have the Six of Spades and the Sun. So since we looked at the Six of Spades and the Sun, we want to know where the Eight of Diamonds is, because it's displacing the Eight of Diamonds, right? So what's tied into what you may want, what may be coming to you is going to be tied into where the Eight of Diamonds is sitting. And the Eight of Diamonds is displacing the Jack of Clubs. So this is definitely going to be a very interesting week for communication. It's definitely going to be, somebody's going to be dropping something this week. Somebody's going to be dropping an amazing album or song or something, because that's the Jack of Clubs. It's the card of hip hop. And there's going to be lots of conversations out there around it. This is an excellent week to have done that. And when we look at Kanye, we see that he's been promoting a lot of stuff. He definitely is in line with a lot of the energy that's out there. So today we'll start hearing, I don't know, because I don't follow, hip hop, and a lot of stuff could already be out there. But this week we're definitely going to hear about someone in, promoting themselves, because that Eight of Diamonds is going to be the resources. It's going to give them the power to talk about it and push it. And what's so deep about it is the Jack of Diamonds is a challenging karma card. So the United States is going to be giving them that extra push out in the collective, because the 8 of diamonds is the reward to the Jack of diamonds. So with the 8 of diamonds being the reward to the Jack of diamonds, this is taking it up a level. The United States is pushing its reward. So if it's pushing its reward, if it's challenging its reward, that means that something bigger is coming out of it. So anybody this week that uses that energy to talk about something, to talk about and promote the things that they've wanted to promote, is going to be successful. That 6 of spades is saying this is a timed event. It's going to happen. It's going to spark. And when we look at it, we see that the 3 of spades is the Mercury card. That's the card of the actor. That's the most beneficial card that you want, especially in the Jack of spades one, because the Jack of spades is the most powerful card when it comes to creativity. So that Mercury card is saying that you gotta get out there and make this happen. It's displacing the 9 of spades, the 9 of diamonds. I'm sorry, this is viral. The 9 of diamonds is the card of viral. So that's why when you see certain artists and stuff like that, and their stuff just shoots and it goes through, it's the 9 of diamonds. So you have to learn how to unlock those cards. And this week is definitely a great week to pay attention to around you. If there is a project that you are working on, this is the week for you to go hard. This is from Thursday to Wednesday. The United States week starts on Thursday to Wednesday. Now you want to find out what your week is so you can see how you can take your week and sit it inside of it. Me being the 8 of diamonds, I am definitely looking at my cards and seeing what I need to do this week to be able to open up this energy in the United States. And that's what the Grand Solar Squares give us. The Grand Solar Squares give us a chance to see what's happening every day. Today is a 9 of spades, guys. This is wish fulfillment. 9s are wish fulfillment. You've done the work. You've traveled from the ace to the 9, and now you get a chance to make that wish. You get a chance to step into that 10 of spades. And that 10 of spades is the power. So you want to let go of the things that you know you need to let go of. You want to let go of the things that are no longer serving you. And think about what the 9 of spades is Mercury to. It's Mercury to the 9 of clubs, the card of Cardology. 9 of clubs is a very sexy card. 9 of spades, this is very sexy, inviting energy. How are you going to use this energy to attract the stuff that you want? That's the key. You can't recoil from 9s. You can't move back and feel, no, you want to lean into the 9. You want to see what this 9 has for you. 9s are humanitarian. They're taking care of everything. That's what their desire is, right? So today you get a chance to see what is it you need to let go of? What is it you need to hold on to? What is it not serving you? And make that wish. Make that wish. 9s are wish fulfillment. The 9 of spades is the most powerful 9 in the deck. Today, like any other day, you get a chance to see the energy of the day and see how it plays out. Spades are the spark, guys. They're the fire. So you have fire with the most powerful 9 in the deck. Now, you got to decide what you want to spark. If you are an artist, you want to spark that 9 of diamonds, because the 3 of spades is sitting in the 9 of diamonds house. And that's the Mercury card to that Jack of clubs. So if you want to go viral, you got to use those spades. You got to see what is it that I need to do. I need to be talking about my stuff. I need to be investing in my stuff. I need to be emotionally connected to my stuff. That's what you got to look at today to unlock that 9 of spades in this amazing week. If you are an artist, this is your week. If you're dropping something this week, go hard. Go hard or stay home. Peace, fam.